Now we've heard, for instance, that there are the 5 typical senses that we deal with, right? The sense of sight, the sense of sound. But what about some of the other senses? We have a sense of balance. We have a sense of humor. When I count to 3, and you feel me tap you on your shoulders as I walk by, you're actually going to remember something that gave you a case of the giggles. 1, 2, 3. Ever since being a child, you know what it's like to have the giggles, right? You didn't want to get caught. Maybe you were in school or maybe you were in church. And as I come by and I tap you again, it becomes funnier and funnier. And you actually enjoy the giggles, right? It's okay to start to let that fill you up and start to laugh more and more. And the funnier it is, and the more you laugh, the better it feels. And the better you feel, the more you want to laugh. Yes, so you're allowed to let it release and relax and enjoy this in your mind's eye. Your eyes are closed, but allow yourself to laugh more and more. And the more I touch you, the more you're going to find this funny. And it's funnier still. And when I snap my fingers, it is going to be twice as funny. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Allow yourself to release and relax. Yes. We're going to do that one more time. We're going to snap our fingers. It's going to be twice as funny still. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Excellent. Enjoy this. I want you to experience this. And sleep. The deeper you go, the better it feels. Now, here's the thing. Actors have been trying to train how to evoke emotions like this at will, right? They are in a state where they can literally draw this up at will. For instance, right now everybody's asleep, but the minute you feel me tap you on your shoulder, you're going to start laughing again. Right? Twice as fun. Laugh, yeah, enjoy it, right? Do it one more time, completely loose, limp, relaxed. And sleep all the way down. Let the face muscles relax. Let the body relax. Melt into the back of the chair. The chair will always support you. You cannot fall over. You will not fall over. You are doing perfectly. In fact, you may even find that it's a little bit easier just to rest up against the person next to you. This way you give yourself that gift of just relaxing and releasing. Just give them a round of applause. The sense of humor. How about something a little bit more traditional, right? There's a tactile sense. How about the temperature in here? When you hear me and me alone snap my fingers, you're going to find that despite the fans, it's going to be about 90, 95 degrees in here. And you know how that feels, especially when you're wearing glasses or you have hair that's hanging down over you. It starts to get very uncomfortable. 1, 2, 3. It's about 90, 95 degrees in here. You can start to fan yourself if you find that to be very hot, right? Your mouth's starting to get dry. It's getting hotter and hotter and hotter in here. 100 degrees, 105. What would you do, right? The sweat starts to bead over your nose, right? You want to get that hair off your face, warmer still, and warmer still, and warmer still, right? You got it right. You have to stay closed, but you're definitely going to want to loosen the blouse, loosen up a little, get some air, start to fan yourself, right? It's getting more and more uncomfortable. 115, 120 degrees in here. Very, very hot, very, very thirsty, right? Wait, they fixed it, they have the fans blowing. Oh, actually it's getting a little cold in here. It's actually not just about 70 or 60, it's about 30 degrees in here. Oh, it's almost like you can keep meat in here. It's almost freezing in here. If you blow, you can almost feel your breath. Feel that, yeah, you know how that feels, right? You want to make sure that you stay warm, you rub your hands, you stomp your feet. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, it's starting to get very cold, 25, 20, 15 degrees in here. You should be wearing a coat. You should be wearing gloves. You know what it's like to be outside. You know what it's like to be in that freezer. You know what it's like to touch something that's too cold. Yes, it's getting colder still, and colder still, very, very cold. Yes, yeah, huddle up against somebody next to you to get some warmth. I don't blame you. Absolutely. It is freezing in here, right? Oh, it's bad. Okay, they fixed it. Good. And sleep. Drift down. Good. Temperature is fine. We don't want to be up here too long where we start to get stiff, so here's what we're going to do. Only the person I'm touching now, when I ask us to stand up, you're going to find that you are magnetized to that chair. You simply cannot get out of that chair. The harder you try, the more impossible it will be. It's almost like magnets or glue that are pulling you back into the chair, down into the seat, against the back. The harder you try, the more impossible it will be to get out of that chair. Please nod if you understand me. Excellent. Okay. And you know what we should do? What we should do is we should give everybody a chance to kind of stretch out here, relax a little bit. Ladies, I'm just going to ask you to stand right up. We're just going to stretch the legs a little bit. Just stand right up if you don't mind. We need everybody to stretch a little bit, right? Because you don't want to get too stiff, or sometimes the legs get a little stiff over there. And this way we'll kind of feel like we're feeling that we're alive and we're energized. I'm just going to ask everybody to stand right up over here, and we're going to find that we are going to be part of something that's bigger than just any one of it. We're just going to stand right up over. We're going to. Hi. Are you? Hi, what's your name?
Carol.
Carol? Carol, we're just standing up. We're just getting a little. I mean, we're not going to run around the block or anything, but we just want to stretch. Are you feeling okay? No. We're just. Could I compel you just to stand up here with everybody? We're just going to stretch the legs.
I can't.
Really? What does it feel like? You feel? You just can't. What if we gave you a little enticement? We'll give you a little enticement. That's $100 bill. Here, come from me. This is yours if you want it. Take a seat, take a seat. And sleep, eyes closed, head down. Deeper, deeper. Give them a round of applause. So we've had a chance to experience some of the experiences like temperature. And for a little bit there we were doing flavor over there. We were doing the fact that sometimes we get this inability, this catatonia, this inability to move, right? Let's try this, let's try this. Only the person I'm touching now, only the person I'm touching now. Eyes closed, but please extend both hands out in front of you the way you did at the very beginning. Lock your fingers tight, okay? Eyes closed, just like this. Now, the tighter you squeeze, the more possible it's going to be to let go. And when I ask you to, I'm going to count to 3, I'm going to have you open your eyes, you're going to look at your hands. This is not going to be 2 separate hands. This is going to be like one piece of wood that's carved to look like 2 hands, but you cannot separate it. It's like I poured super glue all over that. The harder you try, the more impossible it will be. Really squeeze down, really bear down on it. You can see the way you're doing that over here. But the harder you try, please nod if you understand. Okay, we're going to open up your eyes and count 1, 2, 3. Take a look at your hands. Try and separate those. Not separate one more time. No. No. Sleep down deeper and deeper, drift deeper and deeper. There you go. Round of applause for us. Oh, this is great. Tell you what, I will tell you that I did not know that the library had so many talented musicians over here. Ladies and gentlemen, I do want to tell you that my stars up here tonight, my stars up here are in fact concert pianists. And what's going to happen, ladies, up here on my stage over here, when I count to 3, your eyes will be closed, but your hands will be on a keyboard that will allow you to play the piano as you have never played before. Please nod if you understand me. You are going to be the best that there ever has been. And I want you to enjoy this, because the better you play, the more applause they're going to give you, and the more applause they give you, the more you're going to want to play for them. But I want you to be able to limber up, right? Loosen up the fingers right now. Go ahead, get them ready. Okay? There you go, right? Sit upright, eyes closed, sit upright, eyes closed. And we will let you put your hands on the keyboard. And with eyes closed, we're going to let you start playing. Look at that, ladies and